What we buy today is powered by Chester brand sensors, a name that was unfamiliar to us even 10 years ago and has become a common household name today. Join me, Alex Godfrey, as we explore a little deeper into the story behind the success. Chester Incorporated, sired by the hegemon Earl Industries Sensor Company, which fell under siege 8 years ago by the President's Economic Task Force. This task force required the company to be broken up into 5 equal segments. Thus, Chester was born. One of the companies, headed by young executive Ben Dunbar, packed up his goods and headed out west to Rexburg, Idaho. Here in his childhood home, amongst the potatoes and farmers, Ben would take his birthright from the company and rebuild his own empire. Construction began immediately, the likes of which Rexburg, Idaho had never seen before. One day had not passed after completion that Chester Incorporated already began to fulfill its credo, unprecedented prosperity. What would you say is Chester Incorporated's mission statement?
High tech, high tech, high tech. We need more high tech product than anybody else out there.
Increase ROE, ROA, ROS, that's it.
3 words, low tech. 2 words, low tech.
Success, in my opinion, isn't success unless everyone else is failing.
That's a gas.
Chester's mission statement: less is more.
What's your secret?
You know, Alex, when you're the industry leader, there are 2 things that happen. 1, your customers respect you, and 2, your competitors fear you.
Now, the scariest part about Cobras is you don't see them coming, and once they strike, you better get it out of you as fast as you can, or else it's going to kill you. And that's what we totally did to the market.
Unprecedented prosperity, perhaps at first. But these young executives would soon learn that it's not all fun and games.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds, guys.
Chris right in the face. I mean, he's totally out of control.
Produced, you guys. Our stock is in the tanks, and this, I'm so sick of this stupid simulation, and Brother Earl and all of his rantings.
Ben and Chris were just fighting all the time. I didn't know if we were going to make it.
Okay, you know what? We need to talk outside. We need to come on. We are producing too much!
You're just going on and on and on. I'm sick of it. Take that! Oh!
The way those 2 were fighting it out and trying to struggle through everything, it wasn't my way to look at it.
Okay.
Fact is, we just plain and simple overproduced.
Yeah?
We had 1.5 million units sitting on the shelf.
Chester wasn't alone in the sensor industry. Tell us about your competitors.
Initially, Andrews was having a lot of success. I think the reason for that was they had such a high market share.
I heard from a friend of a guy who works for Digby that they use little orphan kids on their production line. How can we compete with that?
Digby at the very end did impress us. They came back and had massive sales in both the low and high-tech markets, and they were really not a concern of ours at the beginning, but towards the end they were definitely a formidable foe.
But what does the future hold for Chester Incorporated? A question that's been weighing on all of our minds. Let's find out. So what does lie in the future of Chester Incorporated?
Well, our projections are 15% return on sales, 15% return on assets, and 30% return on equity. Basically, let me break it down like this. We're going to do what the caveman did for the wheel to the sensor industry.
We have the highest capacity and automation out of any of the people in the industry. That's not going to change.
Yeah, people ask me that all the time. You know, where's our company headed? I mean, the sky's limit.
What we roughly want to have with the market segments, we want to hit the core, center on low tech. Now after that, we want to split the high tech. 2 different products, top of the line, front end. Anything you can ask for, split it up, make it a little bit different.
You know, in regards to finance, our mission statement's very clear. We wanted to borrow a lot at first, a lot of long-term debt, so that we could make our dreams come true, and then we're going to pay it off. So the major change to finance is paying off long-term debt.
We've dominated the high-tech market for the past 8 years.
We're going to have roughly 25, if not more, of the market, 25%, at which point we will be able to grow and succeed as we need.
Well, there you have it, folks. Chester Incorporated. Truly a cut above the rest. I am Alex Godfrey, and thank you for joining me for another riveting episode of Stories Behind the Success.